Welcome to Mile High Reefers. I'm Scott Anderson, and today we're going to talk about getting more polyp extension out of your LPS and soft corals. This really is more of an LPS trick, but hey, my soft corals seem to love it too. As much as I'd like to take credit for thinking of this trick, I didn't. I stole it, I took it, I ran with it, and I made it my own. So the origin of this trick is I saw a video that Jake Adams did about 3 years ago when he talked about the way he was doing the water flow on his brother's tank. So if you're interested in seeing that, it's linked down below. I'm sure you're all dying to know, what's the trick? Well, the trick is actually lowering your water flow for part of the day. The cool thing about modern DC controllable pumps is you can control the flow rate throughout the day, and you can have them on timers so they can do different things and different pulsations throughout the day. The trick is during the day when the lights are on, you run your water flow really low. What that does is allows those corals to come out and open up, especially LPS coral. Now, contrary to popular belief, a lot of LPS coral don't love high water flow, especially big, fleshy LPS corals. The ones we really want to open up. So if we bring that water flow way down during the day, we can actually get those polyps to open up way more. And the cool thing is, the soft corals seem to puff up and open more because of it as well. And I love that added bonus. Now, of course, there's a reason in the reef aquarium hobby we run pretty high water flow. And that reason is the corals actually need it. The water flow provides a few functions. One is respiration. The corals actually need to breathe, for lack of better words, and the water flow helps with that. The other thing that water flow does is it removes detritus and mucus layers and stuff like that. So that all has to happen. But if we have our water flow really low, we may not get those benefits that we want. See, during the day when the lights are out, we want those corals to be big and open, and they want to be out and open. But at night, they pull in. Well, what better time to run higher water flow when the coral doesn't really want to be out? So the trick is you crank your water flow up at night. And this tank, I ramp it from about 20% during the day to 50% from about 9 o'clock to midnight. And then at midnight, it cranks all the way to about 80%. And I've got them on pulsation mode so we get some back and forth actions. And during the day, when we're running the 20%, I've kind of got the water going forwards, and then I've also got it going down. The idea is, by having the water go in multiple directions during the day, is I'm running lower flow, but I'm getting the flow where I need it. And that's the cool thing about the gyre pumps, is I can run them both ways. So I can have the flow go across, or I can have it go down the sides, which is a nice bonus, and part of the reason I absolutely love the gyre pumps. Now, this isn't a new method for me. This is something I've been doing for about 3 years, and I've been absolutely loving the results. Recently, I've changed my flow rate during the day from 30% down to 20%. Doesn't sound like much of a change, but the corals really do seem to be quite a bit bigger and open throughout the day. So if you're looking to get more polyp extension out of your LPS, try this trick. Now, this is something I would primarily recommend to mixed reef keepers, somebody with all the types of corals, LPS, SPS, softies, or LPS dominant tanks. This isn't something I'd really worry about with SPS. Now, SPS, they just love the flow. They'll put their polyps out. It's just not really worth doing it for them. So at this point, I'm sure some of you are sitting there thinking, wow, this trick sounds really cool, but I don't want to run my water flow that low all day. Maybe you do want to try this with your SPS tank. So maybe instead of running your water flow for the entire day nice and low, maybe you do it for the last couple hours of the day that the lights are on. So as you come home from work and the lights are starting to dim down, the water flow comes down and everything just opens up and gives you that grand display as the tank goes to bed. So I would love to know how you guys out there are using low flow in your reef tanks and what kind of success you're having. Me, personally, I've been doing this for about 3 years, and I believe the proof is in my tank. So if you like the way my tank looks, that's how I've been running my water flow. So thanks for watching this episode of Mile High Reefers. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.